Welcome to our presentation on adventure and extreme sports in Australia and globally. In the past few decades, adventurous and extreme lifestyle sports have surged in popularity, particularly since the pandemic, reshaping the very concept of sport. This global phenomenon has had profound social, cultural, and economic impacts as it's continued to grow. Adventure and extreme sports are generally defined as physical activities requiring specialized skills and exposing participants to significant risk, including potentially serious injury or death if executed improperly. However, there is no universally agreed upon definition. Some academics emphasize the role of risk, while others highlight the influence of the natural environment or the importance of high-tech equipment. These sports encompass a wide range of high-risk activities, including skydiving, base jumping, surfing, rock climbing, skiing and snowboarding, freediving and scuba diving, mountaineering, and mountain biking, among others. Australia's diverse landscapes make an ideal setting for many extreme sports. Surfing, freediving, skiing, and mountaineering are all easily accessible across the country, from its vast coastlines to its mountainous regions. Challenging and adventurous activities can help shape identity and culture by fostering resilience, teamwork, and self-discovery. These experiences push individuals beyond their comfort zones, building confidence and adaptability. Culturally, they can help strengthen social bonds, encourage shared values, and contribute to the traditions that define communities. Adventure activities also promote environmental awareness and appreciation for natural landscapes, influencing cultural attitudes towards nature and sustainability. Within Australia, this can most clearly be seen through the culture of surfing. Having personally travelled up the east coast of Australia through different surfing hotspots, such as Manly, Byron Bay, the Gold Coast and Noosa, it is clear to me that the surfer lifestyle permeates through Australian culture, helping promote healthy lifestyles, community cohesion, and environmental awareness.
In the public eye, adventure and extreme sports are often associated with individuals who deliberately seek risk for the thrill they experience. They are sometimes labeled as reckless, selfish, or even prone to overestimating their abilities. However, in reality, extreme athletes and adventurers often demonstrate a high level of discipline, training, preparation, and responsibility. They do not recklessly gamble with their lives, but rather approach challenges with careful planning and calculated risk-taking. So what truly drives adventurous and extreme sports enthusiasts? Who wouldn't love to be on vacation right now, exploring and experiencing something new? Everyone knows that feeling, whether they are in school, university, or at work. The desire for freedom is a fundamental human drive. The urge to escape from responsibilities, restrictions, and the monotony of everyday life pushes people to seek adventure and extremes in nature. It is the longing to be free, free from constraints, free from fear, free in movement, and free in decision-making that motivates people to embrace the wild and the unknown. To perceive the environment and to experience the capabilities of the human body is a natural and fundamental human need. However, this need suffers under the lifestyle of Western society and remains unfulfilled due to our daily routines, which negatively impact both our physical and mental health. This is why adventure and extreme sports are more than just activities. They allow us to better understand our bodies, gain control over them, and learn how to interact with our environment. The effects of this can include improved physical fitness, increased resistance to stress, and reduced feelings of anxiety. Experiencing with nature can help sharpen one's awareness of the environment and truly feel the power of natural forces. Especially in times of global climate change, environmental consciousness is more important than ever. Exposing oneself to nature and its dangers can encourage a deeper understanding of the consequences of one's action and promote more responsible behavior, not only in terms of personal consequences, but also in how our actions affect others and the planet. Shopping habits, resource usage, waste disposal, leisure activities, interactions with others, and the appreciation of one's life and the lives of others. All these aspects can be positively influenced by extreme adventures in nature.
When we think of extreme sports, we think of things that are designed to push the human limit. Crazy stuff like jumping out of planes, climbing mountains, catching massive waves, and riding steep, snowy slopes. But extreme sports require more than just bravery and adrenaline. They require knowledge. Take big wave surfing, for example. The ocean isn't just a playground for surfers, it's a constantly shifting force of nature. Surfers study wave patterns, tides, wind conditions, and underwater topography to predict where and when a wave will break. A lack of knowledge here doesn't just mean missing a good wave, it could mean getting caught inside a massive set, being held underwater, or getting dragged into a dangerous current that you might not be able to get out of. So yes, surfing is a whole lot of fun, and surfers do receive many physical, mental, and emotional benefits just from surfing. But the sport also creates a necessity for surfers to become more ocean literate, so they can survive and progress as surfers. In the mountains, for example, snowboarders and skiers face a different set of challenges. Before dropping into that backcountry bowl, they need to analyze the depth, snowpack, and avalanche conditions that could come along with it. As I just explained, extreme sports are a two-player game. They require cooperation between the participant and the natural environment to be successful. As of right now, the very landscapes that these sports require to function are at a significant risk due to climate change. World Meteorological Organization Secretary General Celeste Solo says that ruined winter vacations and canceled sports fixtures are literally just the tip of the iceberg for climate change. Retreating glaciers, reduced snow and ice cover, and thawing permafrost are having a major impact on mountain ecosystems, communities, and economies, and will have increasingly serious repercussions at local, national, and global levels for centuries to come. Extreme sports connect us to the natural world, and if we want to keep chasing powder, perfect waves, and untouched terrain, we have to understand and protect the environments that make them possible. The future of our sports depends on it.
Hi everyone, so I'm here with Ed, and we're here to talk about adventure and extreme sports for a small documentary that we're doing. So Ed, have you recently taken part in any adventure and extreme sports?
I actually have. I've partaken in some ultra marathons, skiing, surfing, and free climbing.
Oh wow, that's really cool. So Ed, since taking part in adventure and extreme sports, what are some of the benefits that you felt in your everyday life?
It's a really good question. For me, I think the main benefit that I've found through practicing extreme sports and taking part in these activities is practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness, essentially the art of being present, is extremely important in every aspect of life, especially in a society where we're constantly clouded by our thoughts or glued to our phones watching some meaningless TikTok video. I think that because when you're practicing these extreme sports or activities, not being present could be a difference between life and death.
Yeah.
So it really forces you to understand the importance of being completely in the present moment. And that is extremely beneficial in every aspect of life. That helps with my mental health dramatically.
Yeah, I mean, you talked about the risk of danger in these sports. How do you find, when you look at skiing and stuff, there's risk of serious injuries, potentially death. How do you find the benefits of kind of dealing with that risk? Do you think that extreme sports are something that's worth doing given the risk?
100%. Whilst you have to be safe, and there are many risks involved in extreme sports, that makes them extreme. The fact there are risks involved is almost the pull to these extreme sports. And one of the biggest lessons that can be learned is through the risks that are involved. When you're practicing extreme sports like free climbing, you're constantly being confronted by risks and dangers, and you have to think quickly on your feet and adapt.
Yeah.
This skill can be transferred into everyday life.
Okay.
And it makes stress management and risk management in everyday life much easier because you're not faced with these life or death situations in everyday life.
Yeah.
It's a skill. Risk management and stress management is a skill that can really hone through practicing extreme sports.
Do you find that through dealing with high levels of stress, in the sport that you take, do you find it can help lower your day-to-day stress, say like when you're at work or at university?
100%. In fact, one of my favourite extreme sport athletes, Alex Honnold, speaks about this and talks about this a lot. The idea of we never feel fear from our physical environment in a developed country like Australia. We're very comfortable. And therefore we make fears out of meaningless things like, do my friends hate me? Or am I gonna miss this uni essay?
Yeah.
But when you put yourself in a position of fear as a result of your physical environment, if I fall off this mountain, I will die.
Yeah.
It puts everything into perspective.
Yeah.
It makes you realize that these fears, these anxieties that you've created in your brain aren't real. Because what's real is what we see around us. And extreme sports have taught me that.
Yeah. Wow, that's so useful and really interesting. Thanks so much.
Thanks.
It was lovely to chat to you.
Lovely to chat to you too.
And thank you for watching, guys.
Thank you, guys.